It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, happy Easter to everybody. Hope you had a good Easter weekend. We made it to another Friday, and you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147320. Tonight's trivia will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on. We'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's trivia net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Net channel in the Discord, so swing by and join everybody there. We got a really cool Swiss pocket knife with the Morse code on there, so go check that out. We also are playing the original Dune over on the video net, so come join us and watch Dune. We just got it fired up. Everybody will start clicking in now. Now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1, it's all about the Lion King, back in the day, the old cartoon. Round number 2 is Legends of Film. It's all about Bruce Willis and all of his films he's been in. Round number 3 follows with Animation Domination. And round 4, we're going to the 1980s for pop hits. See how y'all do with that. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are always welcome during the game because we're here to have some fun. It's Friday night, everybody's drinking, so let's relax and play some trivia. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's trivia net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, way to go, Beauty Girl. Beauty Girl won the bingo tonight. I got 17 people. All right, so we're going to officially move you over into the Friday Night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your name look like those over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. It makes my life a whole lot easier. So if you would do that, get everybody logged in. I think we had about 15 or 16 people in the bingo. Once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. We got 18 people hanging out with us so far. and you know you want to come join us. N5OAK.org is the way to do it. And of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what? It is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. We're going to spin the wheel and see who our big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary memberships as well as requests to join the Discord community. And the Discord's a whole lot of fun. It's a little bit quiet in the text part, but we've got quite a few guys crammed in watching Dune. So if you want to come watch a movie with us, come get in the Discord and we can hang out and watch movies as well. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to go through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So this is a great time to pay attention. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. And just like that, we are up to 23 people hanging out with us tonight. We got Matt, K9MGW, he's in Austin. We got Carlos, N1KOO from San Antonio. Welcome to the game, Carlos. Carlos just signed in. Norman, N5ZOT. We got Ernesto, KI5PZN. We got Laura, KI5OLG. She's out in Alvin, Texas. We have Steve, KI5HWD in Liberty Hill. We got Dave, KI5STT, and that usually means we got a Holly as well from Buda. We got Ned from San Marcos. We got another Carlos from San Antonio, N1KOO. So Carlos might be playing for two different people. Carson, KJ5AAN, out in Hallettsville. Welcome to the game. We got a Sky N5LX all the way down in Oak Hill. We got Darren, KI5HVF in Sealy, Texas. We have just John hanging out with us in Austin. Welcome, John. We have Gerardo in Pasadena, and he's working on getting his test. So soon he will have a call sign, hopefully. We got Karin, KI5ZPA, and Karin is going to come and test with us this time around, so I'm looking forward to that. We got Randy, KG5AFM, he's in Montgomery, Texas. We got Philip, AC5G, Bill, W5ITZ, out in Ganado. Welcome, Bill. Tony, KJ5AGH. We got Rob, the Lazy Dog, K9LZY, he's out in Lakeway. We got Joey, KI5DDO in Cedar Park. And Joey, I was looking at that attenuator you made in the Fox Hunt channel, and that's good job, yo. Holly, there you are, W5LUL, she's with us. Scott, KI5OBD, and Steve, KG5LAA, all the way out in Burnet. So look at us go. We got 24 people hanging out with us tonight. Let's see if anybody has any questions. If you have any questions about how this works or what you need to do, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, nothing heard. Well, Then I guess it's time to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Night will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go with question number 1. On which William Shakespeare tragedy is Disney's The Lion King loosely based? Alright, loosely based. Oh yeah, so by the way, they've put in new gadgetry to the game. So if it gives us any problems, I'm going to blame that. But now at the end, we celebrate the first, second, and third place. We get little graphics and little animations. So let me know what y'all think about that. All right, so let's see how your answers. Yes, Bill, we're beta testers. We went with Hamlet. Y'all think The Lion King is about Hamlet? Macbeth and King Lear tied for second and third. Richard III coming in fourth. Richard III came in fourth. Yes, that's correct. Only one person. So let's see. Are you right? Was it Hamlet? Are you right? Although it incorporates elements from the biblical stories of Moses and Joseph, as well as Disney's own 1943 classic Bambi, The Lion King was largely inspired by Shakespeare's Hamlet. Question number 2 in the Lion King round. Which body part bears the scar that gives Simba's evil uncle his name? Well, we lit up all the answers. Left eye, though, 52% getting that one. Right cheek coming in second place, followed by the right shoulder and the left flank. So which body part bears the scar that gives Simba's evil uncle his name? His scar is on his left eye. Although it's never explained how he got it, the scar has a distinct marking across his left eye. All right, question number 3. Who is the only principal Lion King character that does not speak with a British or American accent? All right, let's see. 45% went with Rafiki. We were tied between Pumbaa and Nala. Nobody picked on Sarabi. I don't even know if that was the name of somebody in there. Let's see. Rafiki is correct. Way to go, y'all. All right, we got some Lion King. All right, question number 4. Spoiler alert. So if you've never seen the movie, just turn off your radio. How does Scar die at the end of The Lion King? Wow, so y'all think he fell off a cliff. At least that's what you're hoping. Mauled by hyenas coming in second, followed by trampled by wildebeest, and then shot by a poacher. Oh, you know that's never going to happen. All right, so let's see. Falls off a cliff or mauled by hyenas. I would have been either B or D as well. I would have been wrong, though, because I would have picked B, and the correct answer is mauled by hyenas. So, there you have it. Question number 5, and halfway through the Lion King round. In what live-action film do James Earl Jones, Mufasa, and Madge Sinclair, oh, it is Sarabi, also play a king and queen? What other movie? All right, 87% coming to America, which, by the way, we have to add that to our list of things to watch. I have the old one and the new one. Ivory Hunter's coming in second. Nobody picked for Look Away or Dream Rider, so where else was it? Yeah, it was Coming to America. 6 years before voicing the king and queen of the jungle in The Lion King, James Earl Jones and Madge Sinclair played the king and queen of Zamunda in 1988's Coming to America. While Jones reprised his role as Jaffe Joffer in the film's 2021 sequel, Sinclair sadly did not. She passed away from leukemia in 1995 with The Lion King as one of her final projects. All right, well, we are halfway through The Lion King. Let's see who knows the most. It is Carlos, N1KOO, 309 points. Dave, KI5STT coming in second, and Gerardo coming in number third. All right, y'all check out your scores. And while you're checking out your scores, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty. WZ5BBS, I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 23 people hanging out with us. Question number 6 is next, and that means it is time to place your bets. Oh man, here we go. Which of these Elton John and Tim Rice songs from The Lion King was not nominated for the Best Original Song Oscar? Which one was not nominated for the Best Original Song Oscar? Well, we lit up all the answers, and I Just Can't Wait to Be King took out the number 1 spot with 43% of y'all. Let's see, we've got Circle of Life coming in second, followed by Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and then Hakuna Matata. So let's see, which one of these was not nominated for Best Original Song Oscar? Survey says, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. There you have it. Together, Elton John and Tim Rice wrote 5 original songs for The Lion King, 3 of which were nominated for Academy Awards for Best Original Song. Only Be Prepared and I Just Can't Wait to Be King were not. Their ballad, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, took home the award. So 43% of y'all got that right. That put Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 1 spot. He got 219 points off of that one question. Way to go, Norman. Dave, KI5STT, is now in the second place. He got 145 points. And Gerardo is still in the number 3 spot. He got 135 points. Way to go, man. All right, question number 7. What species of old world monkey is the king's trusted advisor, Rafiki? Well, look at that. Half of you think it's a baboon. And the other half, like, we know. All right, let's see. Is it a baboon? I gotta see. No, it is a mandrill. Rafiki is a mandrill, one of the most colorful mammals in all of the world, noted for their red and blue skin on its face and posterior. Well, all right, it was a mandrill monkey. Question number 8. Pumbaa's battle cry, "They Call Me Mr. Pig," is an homage to an Oscar-winning what? So I had no clue about this at all. Y'all are kind of the same. We're tied up between Platoon and In the Heat of the Night, followed by The French Connection and then The Midnight Cowboy. So let's see. Pumbaa's Battle Cry, They Call Me Mr. Pig, is an homage to the Oscar-winning, what is it? In the Heat of the Night. They Call Me Mr. Pig is an homage to Sidney Poitier's immortal They Call Me Mr. Tibbs, from the Best Picture winner of 1967, In the Heat of the Night. There you have it. I watched the TV show. I wonder if that's what they're talking. I think this was a movie. Question number 9. What term does Zazu use to describe his position as Mufasa's right-hand bird? "54% went with Major Domo. I can't think of that word without thinking of like listserv. That was when Major Domo and I met. After that, we've got Lieutenant, and then we're tied up with Minister and Regent. So, what term does Zazu use for describing his position as Mufasa's right-hand bird? The correct answer is Major Domo. Yay! I would have got that right because I just would have picked it because why not? Question number 10. What dance does Timon perform to distract the hyenas? Alright, so apparently old guys need more time for the questions. Well, if you'd stop typing and answer the questions, you'd have plenty of time, Sky. Alright, let's see what you think. He did the hula. Or the conga, the watusi, and the limbo. So what does he perform? It is the hula. Alright, well, we are done with round number 1. So let's don't forget, check out the new graphics here. We should get, there we go. We got Norman, N5ZOT in the 3rd place. We've got Karin, KI5ZPA in the 2nd place. And who is in 1st place? Gerardo with 681 points. Alright, so now we've got that. Poof, it brings that up. Well, there you have it. So, Gerardo does not have a license, so we cannot go speak to him, but Karin has a license, KI5ZPA. And Karin, would you consider yourself a Lion King fan?
Yes, if y'all can hear me, I'm not plugged into my antenna tonight. Had kids that were little during that time, and that's one of their favorites. So, yep, Lion King fan.
Roger. Yeah, I watched a lot of The Lion King, not gonna lie. It was on quite a bit. Well, very good. Look forward to seeing you at the club meeting as well, and see if we can't get your upgrade on your license. Next up is Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, how big of a Lion King fan are you? It looks like you only missed 4.
Not at all. I know I've seen it. My Disney is Aladdin. I just got really lucky and doubled up on question 6.
Oh, dude, I love Aladdin. I love all the old school. I mean, I grew up with all the old school Disney movies, but yeah, Aladdin by far was great because it had Robin Williams, but it also had Gilbert Gottfried, who I thought was a little risque for Disney, even though he turned it down. His voice just cracks me up. So yeah, no, that's a good call on that. Well, there you have it. There's your top 3 in round number 1, and just like that, it is time for us to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 25 people hanging out, 24 people hanging out with us. Let's get y'all moved over into the intermission, and we will see y'all right back here for round number 2. All right, we got a new person with us on Discord. Y'all welcome Ignacio, N8IJ, to the club and to the Discord. And I haven't seen him in the trivia yet, but I was too busy getting him in the Discord. So welcome, Ignacio, to the club, and good to have you, man. Round 1 intermission is over, so we're going to go to round number 2. Round number 2, we'll get that done right now. And round number 2 is all about Bruce Willis films. So we'll see how y'all do with this one. I was just looking to see if I saw Ignacio in the game, and I do not. So let's go ahead and get to getting, shall we? Alright, so this one is all about Bruce Willis films. Let's see, and that's all over the map, man. So we'll see how many Bruce Willis films we have in here. Question number 1. On what 1980s television drama did Bruce Willis play arms dealer Tony Amato, his first credited acting role? Look at how open his shirt is. That is hilarious. All right, 55% went with Miami Vice, followed by the A-Team. Really? You think Bruce would be looking like that in the A-Team? He'd have like crap on his face and, a cigar. Remington Steele, he's looking a little more Remington Steele there, I think. And then the Fall Guy. All right, so let's see, which one is it? It is Miami Vice. Way to go. Bruce Willis got his first big break in 1984, Miami Vice episode, No Exit. No Exit. All right, question number 2. Who starred opposite Bruce Willis in the hit 1980s detective comedy drama Moonlighting? Oh, just at the end. So Sybil was up in the 90s. She was at 91%. Followed by, let's see, Kathleen Turner and then Laura Layton. So let's see. It was Sybil Shepherd. I remember that as a kid. Question number 3. Which of these M. Night Shyamalan films does not feature Bruce Willis? Well, I tell you what, old Lazy Dog hangs out with some high maintenance women. He's getting dumped because he doesn't have enough chest hair. Did that scar you for life, man? Or did you get over it? How did this affect the rest of your life? Oh, he still cries. All right, well, let's see if he got this right. Maybe we'll get him some good news. Y'all don't seem to have much of a clue. 61% went with the dude with the face. 22% with the cartoon stuff. 13% went with Unbreakable. 4% with Six. So let's see, what was it? It was Lady in the Water. I can't read any of these because they're so small. Bruce Willis starred in The Sixth Sense in 1999. Unbreakable in 2000, and its sequel Glass in 2019. So wait a minute. Oh, 2000, gotcha. But it was not on the 2006 Lady in the Water. All right, question number 4 in the big Bruce Willis round. What is the name of the baby voiced by Bruce Willis in Look Who's Talking series? It's been a while. I looked at these. I forgot they made like 4 of these. The first one was kind of cute. The rest of them was just like, okay, we get it. Mikey, 70%. Yep, going with Mikey. Unlike Sky said, Mikey likes everything. Davey coming in second. We got a tie with Randy and Chucky. Randy and Chucky. So let's see. What was the baby's name? It was indeed Mikey. Question number 5, and halfway through the Bruce Willis round. What colorful serial killer does Bruce Willis's John Harrington protect Nancy from in Sin City? They're all pretty good names, but the top of the list, I would have picked this one just because it made me laugh. The Yellow Bastard is coming in number 1, followed by the Green Devil, the Red Brute, and the Orange Monster. So, let's see, who is it? Who does he protect her from? He protects her from the Yellow Bastard. Dun, 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 dun. All right, look at that. We're halfway through this already. Wow. So, let's throw the scoreboard up and see what's going on. We got Norman, N5ZOT in the number 1 spot, Sky, N5LX in the number 2 spot, and Ernesto, KI5PZN in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind all the good folks you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got question number 6 coming up, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. All right, let's see what you know. Which artist's work is the titular thief tasked with stealing in Bruce Willis's box office bomb, Hudson Hawk? So what artist was it? All right, we are picking all the way down to the last second. We lit up all the buttons. Leonardo da Vinci coming in first place, though, followed by Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, and Michelangelo. So let's see who it was. Was it Leonardo da Vinci? It was, indeed. While attempting to go straight following a prison sentence, Hudson Hawk is blackmailed into stealing priceless works by Leonardo da Vinci. That sounds like a perfect Bruce Willis movie. All right, so 38% of you knew that. What did that do to the scores? That put Sky at 5LX in the number 1 spot. Oh, Joey, out of nowhere, KI5DDO in the number 2 spot, and Claude, KI5ZQE. Same thing, out of nowhere, all the way up into 3rd place. All right, congratulations, man. Look at that. What was it? Claude got 202 points. Looks to be the most points on that one. All right, well, let's see how y'all do with the rest of these questions. What make of car does the younger Joe drive in Bruce Willis's time travel puzzler looper? Oh, you better watch out. So Joey's saying that Bruce Willis is his thing. So this one might be bad for y'all. I don't know that I ever saw Looper, but I couldn't tell you the make of the car if I did see it. Let's see. Y'all are pretty certain it's a Mazda is what he drove, followed by a Honda, a Toyota, and a Nissan. So let's see. What did Joe drive? It was a Mazda. Joe, who collects artifacts from the late 20th century, drives a 1990s model Mark I Mazda MX-5 Miata. Yeah, if you look at the photo, it looks like a Miata because it's like a grown man and his head is practically above the roof line. So, I've had several friends with those, and those you put those cars on. Question number 8. Perverted pawn shop owner blank and his partner Zed, who could forget this, kidnapped Bruce Willis's Butch in 1994's Pulp Fiction. So, who were the pawn shop owners' names? Yeah, Philip, that's all I remember. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Like that and blueberry pancakes. I want the blueberry pancakes. All right, let's see what y'all think it was. Looks like Maynard is getting in the number 1 spot. Marcellus coming in second, followed by Marcus and then Matthew. So, perverted pawn shop owner Maynard and his partner Zed kidnapped Bruce Willis's Butch in the 1994's Pulp Fiction. Oh man, that was we'll have to add that to the list as well. Question number 9. What rapper co-stars alongside Bruce Willis in the Race Against Time thriller 16 Blocks? All right, 16 Blocks, guy. 16 Blocks. I've never heard of it either. All right, so let's see. Sky says he had to take his girlfriend to go see, and then she got mad because she didn't like it. Okay. I will say the weirdest movie thing I've ever had is I went to go see, and of course now the movie disappears. Oh man, I will think of it. All right, let's look at this, and then I'll go find it. Y'all think 50 Cent was it, followed by Mos Def, Eminem, and T.I. The correct answer is Mos Def. Mos Def. All right. 75 Cent. That's his older brother. Question of the Crying Game. There it is. I went to see the Crying Game in the theater with my mom. Neither one of us had a clue what was about to happen to us. And nothing like sitting in the theater with your mom when it's awkward. You know, you're 13, 14, and this monster, schlong shows up on the screen. It was hilarious, to say the least. We still talk about it to this day. Mom does not get to pick movies anymore. Question number 10. What does the acronym RED stand for in the Bruce Willis action series of the same name? Do you not know what a schlong is? All right, he must have retracted his statement. All right, so let's see. 78% of you went with retired, extremely dangerous, and you all are correct. I'm not reading all of that ridiculousness. So, all right, we're done with round number 2. Let's see who the biggest Bruce Willis fan of the bunch is. It is Joey, KI5DDO, followed by Scott. Scott Sky N5LX, and then Matt K9MGW. So let's go talk to Joey KI5DDO. He warned us in the Discord that he knew what was up. So Joey, you missed 2. Which one's got you, man? Joey's got no radio tonight, and no worries, man. It's good to have you in here. So thanks for playing, and we'll see how you do in the rest of the stuff. Let's go talk to Sky N5LX. Sky, I don't know. I'm going to ask you again if you didn't know what a schlong was, or if it was just kind of coming to you. And same thing. You missed 2, man. Which one's got you?
This is 5LX, and yeah, I was just goofing around. I missed the one about Bruce, I don't know, Joe, the character, his car in Looper. I remember Looper pretty well, but to be honest, I wasn't paying any attention to the car. You know, I guess trivia is not my thing. I was kind of focused on the story and the characters. It's not a bad sci-fi movie. It's a little different. Anyway, got that one wrong, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, 16 blocks. I never even heard of that one, so I just took a stab at it. It seems like I answered with the crowd of sheep, and we were all braying the wrong answer.
Gotta be a sheep, be the fast one, because the slow sheep is the one that gets eaten. So, well, right on, man. Let's go talk to Matt K9MGW. Matt missed 4. Will you consider yourself a big Bruce Willis fan, or just a lucky trivia player tonight?
I, for one, celebrate the guy's entire catalog. The only reason that I probably missed those 4 is because I'm also working on some other projects simultaneously, and I've enjoyed some adult beverages myself. K9MGW back to net control.
Well, that is a valid excuse all day long. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we're glad that you celebrate his entire collection. So I guess let's ask this question too. Do you believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not?
100%. I watch it every year.
All right, that's fair. I know I have to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for Thanksgiving. And then I always have to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Like those are my go-to, like have to watch. Well, there you have it. Those are your top 3 for round number 2. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. Matt can refill his adult beverage. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 26 people hanging out with us. We're going to get you moved over here into this second intermission. Don't forget, this first question is, who's your favorite Thursday Night Net controller? Make sure you vote for that one. You don't have to do anything else, but vote on that one. It's a whole lot of fun over in the Net Control channel. All right, we're done, and we will see you right here for round number 3. Look at all those repeaters. That is just too crazy. All right, so we got Steve, AB5ID. He's in the game and he's in the Discord. Let's go chat with Steve. Steve, can you come in and talk to us and say hi and tell us how you found out about us? So I'm guessing Steve is receive only tonight, and that is totally cool. Thanks for hanging out with us and playing some trivia. Let's see, found through Robert. Oh, okay. KB5PBM. Well, there you have it. Well, welcome aboard, and thanks for hanging out with us. You missed the Okies versus the Roadies last week, but hopefully you won't be a stranger. We'll see you around here more often. All right. So let's see. Round two, who got Ernesto? Ernesto always wins our Thursday Night Net Controller. So, Ernesto, your money is doing well for you, man. Ray and Mireya tied for second and third. Rick Allen in fourth. So, congrats on that. Looks like we have a majority of people that are coming to the club meeting. Awesome. And not a lot of people on Southside Simplex, so maybe we need to let y'all know about the 146555 on Tuesday. And then the majority of you are not ARRL members. Interesting. That always fluctuates from week to week. So we are off to round number three. Round number three is animation domination. So we're going to see how we do with cartoons. There might be some Bob's Burgers in there, Bill. Just letting you know. So you can start having the coronary now. We need some rabble. I have a feeling I know where that's coming from. Alright, let me know if I have static. If I do, then I'll come back and fix it. Alright, so round number three. We got people good, sounds good. Alright, so yeah, if it comes back, it might be something over in a different connected system. So here we go with question number one in round number three. It would be really cool if my web browser worked. Hey, there we go. Alright, question number one. Which of these series was not part of the original Sunday Night Animation Domination lineup? Hey, look, Bob's Burgers. It's right there for you, man. Alright, so let's see what you think. Y'all are actually, that's who you think it is Bob's Burgers. Oh, wow. Alright. We got that, followed by American Dad, King of the Hill, and then Family Guy. So which of these series was not part of the original Sunday Night Animation Domination lineup? The correct answer is Bob's Burgers. And look at that. Bill got that one right. Dude, way to go, Bill. Way to go, man. See, you do know stuff about Bob's Burgers, and you can count me as that reason. Question number two. Which beloved British sir voices CIA Deputy Director Avery Bullock on American Dad? All right, Karen's calling it a night. Good night, Karen. KI5ZPA. We will see you on another day. All right, so let's see. you lit up all the answers, and y'all aren't real sure. It's tied between Sir Patrick Stewart and Sir Ben Kingsley. Sir Jonathan Pryce coming in third, and then, wow, Sir Ian McKellen coming in fourth. So I happen to know the answer to this, so I would have gotten it right, because the right answer is Patrick Stewart. It's one of the other reasons that I love Patrick Stewart, because he was Jean-Luc Picard. He was very serious. He was, Star Trek extraordinaire, and then for him to play this just like absolute drunken slob of a CIA deputy director, it is absolutely awesome. Question number 3. What early 2000s indie film spawned a short-lived animation series in 2012? So I probably would have picked what y'all went with, Napoleon Dynamite, because I vaguely remember this, and I don't know. I think Garden State and Juno were both movies, as well as so yeah, I think I would have gone with that one. Garden State actually coming in second, followed by Juno, and then My Big Fat Greek Wedding. So let's see what it was. It was Napoleon Dynamite. The entire cast in 2004, Napoleon Dynamite reprised their roles for a very short-lived animation adaptation in 2012, canceled just after 6 episodes. There it is. Question number 4. Which Friends cast member voiced a therapy dog named Honey on the animated series Housebroken? All right, let's see. Lisa Kudrow, almost half of you, followed by Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston, and Matt LeBlanc. So who was it? Was it Lisa Kudrow? It was. She voices a poodle named Honey, who leads group therapy sessions for other animals on Housebroken. I know a show I won't be watching. So, thanks to trivia, you know what cartoons you don't need to watch. Question number 5, and halfway through our animation round, what 1990s singer-songwriter voices herself as Judy's imaginary best friend on the Great North? All right, looks like static is back. I was trying to coax it out. All right, let's see what y'all think. Oh, look, Jewel. Y'all think it's Jewel, followed by Alanis Morissette, Sarah McLachlan, and Meredith Brooks. Let's see what it is. I know this one because I started watching The Great North. I never really got into it, but I always did love that Alanis Morissette was up in the clouds. It kind of thought it was interesting. All right, so that's what? Question number 5. Let's add up where we are. We got Steve, KG5LAA, in the number 1 spot, followed by Claude, KI5ZQE, and Ashley. Oh, they're tied with 279 points each. Look at that, Ashley and Claude. All right, well, y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to see if we can rustle up some more static while we're telling you that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BVS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. You can come hang out with us, just like Steve and Joey and Philip and Bill and Ernesto and all the other 26 people hanging out with us. All right, question number 6 is coming up next, and you know what that means. It is time to place your bets. All right, while headed for California, in which U.S. state does Cleveland settle down after leaving Rhode Island on The Cleveland Show? Well, we lit them all up, and Ohio took the win, 64%, followed by Georgia, Pennsylvania, and then Virginia. Oh, those poor people that picked Virginia. All right, while headed for California, in which U.S. state does Cleveland settle down after leaving Rhode Island on The Cleveland Show? The correct answer is Virginia. Virginia is it. Not only that, I think it's Steuben, Virginia. So Philip, AC5G, got that right, as well as, who else got that? Matt, M9MGW. So let's go talk to Matt. K9MGW. Matt, are you just a lucky guesser?
And remembered it. It's just random stuff. Trivia, who knows? K9MGW, back to net control.
You know, I love Family Guy. It took me a while to get into American Dad until I started warming up with Roger. And then once I loved Roger, life was good. And then same thing with the Cleveland Show. Like, I just started watching that maybe 6 months ago. And so it kind of I'm weird with the television and when I get into things. But I've watched a couple of these, and it's pretty good. Philip, are you a Cleveland Show watcher?
I do watch it occasionally. I just happen to remember Steuben, Virginia for some reason, so I got lucky on that one. AC5G, back to net.
Good old Steuben. I was right in that. All right, so let's see what that did for Philip. And let's see. What are we doing here? It's not working for me. What is it? 181 points for Philip. AC5G. Way to go, man. All right. Philip's still in the first place. Steve, KG5LAA, is in the number 2 spot. And Dave, KI5STT, number 3. All right, let's see how y'all do with question number 7. In which fictional border town does the single season of animated series Border Town take place? Single season of the animated series Border Town take place. So these are pretty rockin'. I would have, I don't know, I probably would have gone for Mexifornia. That's just kind of the fun one. That's the number 1 answer, is Mexifornia, followed by New Texaco, and then Calzonia, and then Texahoma. So let's see, which fictional border town did Border Town take place in? It was Mexifornia. The fictional town of Mexifornia is based on the real town of Calexico, California, on the border of Mexico and California. Mexifornia. All right, question number 8. As of 2023, how many seasons has The Simpsons been on the air? I did not alter any of these answers at all. 46% of you say we got 36 seasons, followed by a tie between 32 and 34, and then only 4% of you say 28 seasons. I knew there was at least 31, and that was a couple of years, so I would have gone with at least 34. 36, though, I think it just went with the highest answer. The correct answer is 34, however. Question number 9. Jenny Hart works at the religious-themed restaurant Blank on the series Bless the Hearts. This is actually a pretty good cartoon. I don't know if they're still making it, but I think I watched most of season 1. Alright, so y'all are headed with Loaves and Fishes, followed by The Last Supper, the Calvary Cafe, and then Buffet in a Manger. So let's see, where does Jenny Hart work in Bless the Hearts? It's The Last Supper. The Last Supper. And it's a buffet. You gotta love that. Question number 10. What high school set animated series from Arrested Development creator Mitch Hurwitz starred Jason Bateman and Will Arnett? %, with Central Park, followed by High School USA, Sit Down, Shut Up, and then Out There. So let's see what it is. The correct answer, Sit Down and Shut Up. 3 people got this right. One of those is Darren, KI5HVF. The other one was Ernesto, KI5PZN, and then Sky, N5LX. Way to go, Sky. So let's go talk to Darren, KI5HVF. Darren, did you know this, or are you just lucky guessing?
I don't know anything about any of these shows. I was just a wild guess.
All right, Darren had a wild guess. Ernesto, KI5PZN, what say you? Did you ever watch any Sit Down, Shut Up, man?
I haven't watched TV since the late 80s. KI5PZN.
All right, well, let's go to the other guy in the club that watches a whole lot of TV, Sky, N5LX. You got this right. So tell me, in 2009, were you watching a lot of cartoons?
You're being funny, Rusty. N5LX. I actually haven't owned a television in like over 20 years. But I love streaming all kinds of stuff now. You know, technology's great, but no, man, I guessed. You know, I wish I was luckier because I got most of the rest of them wrong.
So the 3 guys that never watched TV are the 3 guys that got this right. That should tell you how popular this TV show was. It was so popular the people that didn't watch TV could spot it. All right, well, let's add up the points and see how we're doing in tonight's round. My stuff is running slow, but we got Philip in the lead, AC5G with 444 points. We got Steve, KG5LAA, coming in second place with 401 points, and Dave, KI5STT, in the number 3 spot. So let's go chat with Philip, AC5G, and see. You missed 4. Which one's got you, man?
I missed the one of the short-lived series, or the short series based on the film. I picked Juno there. The Singer in the Sky I thought was Jewel, and the number of years The Simpsons has been on it, I was off on that. And of course the Sit Down and Shut Up. I mean, who's heard of that?
Apparently it's popular with old hippies that never watch TV. So, I don't really know. I don't know what that says about your demographic, to be quite honest. But, right on, man. Well, let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, you missed 4 as well. We know a couple that you missed. Which other ones got you, man?
Well, thank you, Rusty. Let's see. I missed number 4, the Which Friends character did the voice, which was the state that Cleveland lived in, and I guess the Calzonia, because I thought that sounded pretty funny. And the last one, I guess, High School USA. Most of these were obvious that they were guesses, so I'm lucky to be here. KG5LAA, back to net.
Well, that's the fun thing about this is that, you can suck at one round and still hang in there. So, you never know. But, yeah, man, sometimes they're your round, sometimes they're just not. And it's funny, especially if somebody thinks they know something and then you just ask a bunch of questions and they're like, there's no way anybody could have known that. All right, well, way to go, Steve. Second place. Dave, KI5STT, is in the number 3 spot, and you missed half of these, but I mean, still, man, do you watch a lot of cartoons?
Hey, Rusty, I watch cartoons, but not these cartoons. These were just lucky guesses. I should have missed more, but I'm not a big fan of these modern cartoons. I'll take Warner Brothers any day. KI5STT, back to net.
Man, that is exactly why I have all the old Looney Tunes for my nieces and nephews. Like, I want them to have, like, the good old good cartoons. That's what I grew up with. So totally, you got that, Tom and Jerry, all the good stuff, man. All the good stuff. Yep, even that one too. What is it? Snidelash and Whipley. What was it? I forget what the name of that one. Stop the Pigeon. All right, well, there we have it. Let's add up all of the rounds and see what that does for us. That puts Scott, KI5OVD, in the number 3 spot for tonight's Trivia Net. We got Philip, AC5G, in the number 2 spot, and Dave, KI5STT, in the number 1 spot. Check it out. There are your scores. Y'all check out your scores while you're doing that. And we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We are going to take a quick intermission so that you can take care of all your business, and we will see you back here for round number 4. So let's get everybody moved in there. We'll fire this up, and we will see you right back here for round number 4. Oh man, if you are not in the video net watching Dune, you're missing out. Absolutely missing out. Well, there we have it. So check it out. We've got more extras than anything. We have one general, and we have one person studying for their license. So very cool. Thanks for sharing that with us. Let's get everybody moved into round number 4. Round number 4, we usually try to keep it to some kind of music, if possible, if it allows. We got 1980s pop hits, and I bet Bill, W5ITZ, is going to be great at this. He seems like a 1980s poppy kind of guy. So let's see how you do. Round number 4 is about to begin. There's only a few people that have mentioned my tagline, so thank you, Bill, for pointing that out. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which female solo artist spent most weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100 in the 1980s? Well, I think Sky might have some ideas about maybe who the winner was. Oh, don't take it back. Come on now. The FCC would fully approve of you saying that on the repeater. All right, so we're going with 84% Madonna. And as Sky called her, the sweet girl. We've got Whitney Houston coming in second, followed by Olivia Newton-John. Nobody picked Diana Ross. Not one single vote for Diana Ross. Well, the correct answer, it is the sweetheart, Madonna. Madonna was the solo artist that spent the most weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100 in the 80s. Question number 2. What power rock group had everybody working for the weekend in 1981? All right, man, I haven't heard that song in a while. 64% of you going with Loverboy. That's taking the top. Foreigner and the J. Giles Band for second and third. Night Ranger fourth. So who wrote Working for the Weekend? It was Loverboy. 1981's Working for the Weekend by Canadian rock group Loverboy peaked at number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was the band's highest charting single in the U.S. Question number 3. What stylish feature film showcased Blondie's 1980 chart-topping single, Call Me? Half of you say it's American Gigolo, followed by Risky Business, Flashdance, and then Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So let's see which one is correct. American Gigolo. Blondie's Call Me from the soundtrack to 1980's American Gigolo starring Richard Gere spent 6 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was the best-selling single of 1980. Question number 4. Which of these famous LBs is not mentioned in REM's 1987 hit, It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine? I don't know why I wanted Lester Bangs to have like some rocket bangs, but failing here. All right, so let's see, 43% with Leonard Brezhnev, followed by Lauren Bacall, Lester Bangs, and then Leonard Bernstein. So which one of these LBs is it? It is Lauren Bacall. 29% of you got that right. Question number 5. Which of these 1980s Hall & Oates bangers did not hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? You Make My Dreams, 45%. We got a tie for Private Eyes and Kiss on My List, and then Maneater coming in last. Oh, man. All right, so what was it? It was You Make My Dreams. From 1977 to 1984, Hall & Oates hit the top spot on the Billboard Hot 100 6 times, but not with 1981's You Make My Dream, which peaked at number 5. Oh, poor guys. All right, well, we're halfway through round 4, so let's see how we're doing. Check it out. We got Rob, K9LZY, in the number 1 spot. He hadn't missed one yet. 332 points, so y'all are coming after Rod. Ashley coming in second with 287 points, and Gerardo coming in third with 268. Check out your scores. While you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser into n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We've got 25 people hanging out with us. We got question 6 coming up next. And you know what that means? It's time to place your bets. We'll see how you do with this one. Which rock and roll bassist laid down the funky bass lines for Young MC's Bust a Move? All right, so Rob bet nothing and knew the answer. Joey says that he's all in on this one, and he's thinking he might have regretted this one. All right, so let's see what y'all are thinking here. Y'all are going with Flea, followed by Bootsy Collins, Les Claypool, and then Duff McKagan. So let's see if Flea is correct. He is indeed. Flea is the correct answer. Sky says Bootsy's a better bass player, but that's not on question here. It was who laid down the funky bass line for Young MC's Bust a Move. That was what was in question here. All right, well, so let's see. 36% of you got that. What did this do to the scores? This put Bill, check it out, W5ITZ in the number 1 spot. Bill got 241 points on that. Steve, KG5LAA in the number 2 spot. He got 227, and Ashley got 144 points for 431. We got some fun noise on the repeater tonight. All right, question number 7. What 1960s songstress provides the backing vocals for Eddie Money's 1986 single, Take Me Home Tonight? Anybody else seeing some fun stuff over on the 320? I've got, it's lighting up my 9700 pretty good. All right, let's see. Wow, we got a tie between Patti LaBelle and Ronnie Spector. So it's got to be one of those, because we have a tie for third and fourth with Darlene Love and Mary Wilson. So let's see, which one? Was it Patti LaBelle or was it Ronnie Spector? It was Ronnie Spector. Eddie Money's Take Me Home Tonight features backing vocals from the iconic girl group singer Ronnie Spector, who repurposes the Ronettes' 1963 hit Be My Baby for the song's chorus. To quote Eddie Money, just like Ronnie says. Question number 8. Whose 1964 hit Where Did Our Love Go did Soft Cell repurpose for the dance remix of Tainted Love? Well, the Supremes took the number 1 spot, but I would have voted for Martha and the Vandellas. I mean, because with a name like that, why wouldn't you? They tied the Shangri-Las, and the Ronettes coming in number 4th. So let's see what all these shenanigans was. It was the Supremes. The Supremes, led by Diana Ross, are the most commercially successful act in Motown record label history. Question number 9. What 1980s hit is Tina Turner's only number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? What's love got to do with it? I mean, really. It's the number 1 answer. We got Private Dancer and We Don't Need Another Hero tied for 2nd and 3rd, and You Better Be Good to Me. Only one person. I wonder, is that one person, right? They are not. The 68% that picked What's Love Got to Do with It. They are the ones that are correct. Despite a career that began in 1957, Tina Turner only scored one single number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, with 1984's What's Love Got to Do with It. Question number 10 and the end of round number 4. Who is the only artist with 2 year-end Billboard number 1 songs in 1980s? Who is the only artist with 2 year-end Billboard number 1 songs in the 1980s? Well, y'all are headed with Michael Jackson. 67% said Michael Jackson, followed by Phil Collins, Madonna, and then George Michael. So, let's see. Who is the only artist with 2 year-end Billboard number 1 songs in the 1980s? The correct answer is George Michael. George Michael is the correct answer. I would have thought Michael Jackson as well. And the only person that got this right was Gary. And Gary does not have a call sign, at least that he has on the game. So Gary, if you're out there and you can come chat with us, I'm super curious to know if you knew this or if you were just like the most luckiest guesser on question number 10. Gary, can you come chat with us? Well, I guess not. I guess Gary is receive only tonight, and that's totally fine. Congratulations, Gary, on being the only person that knew George Michael. All right, well, that is the end of round 4. So let's see how we're doing tonight in this one. Let's see, is it going to load? Is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? Number 3 tonight is Bill, W5ITZ. Way to go, Bill. Steve, KG5LAA, coming in second, and Ashley coming in number 1. We can't go talk to Ashley tonight, but congratulations with 671 points. We can go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, congratulations on the second place. You only missed 4 out of this one. Were you, did you listen to a lot of pop music in the 80s?
Would be a big affirmative, yeah. I was in high school in the 1980s, so yeah, music, I'm quite familiar with it. And then when I saw the category, I was like, finally, something I can probably be decent at. So thank you for this category very much. KG5LAA, back to net.
Right on, man. Yeah, see, every so often I hook you up. Well, way to go, man. Second place, 589 points. Number 3 is Bill, W5ITZ. Bill, man, look at you. You only missed 4. Which one's got you?
Good evening, Rusty. I missed the LB question, and let's see, which one, what 60 songstress provided backup vocals for Eddie Money? I really thought that was Patti LaBelle. And then on number 9, I clicked the wrong answer. I knew the answer to it, but I clicked the wrong one, so got that one wrong. And then I was sure number 10 was Michael Jackson, and that one was wrong too. So there you go, W5ITZ.
Man, I would have been wrong right there with you. I would have picked Michael Jackson. Like, I love, George Michael, but, yeah, I never in a million years would have thought that that was it. So, there you have it, right? Well, there are your top 3 for round number 4. We're going to add up all of the rounds and see who tonight's winner for the Friday night trivia net is. Drum roll, please. We got Steve, KG5LAA, coming in 3rd place tonight. We got Philip, AC5G, coming in 2nd place tonight. And number 1 is Dave, KI5STT. Congratulations, Dave. What are you and Holly up to for the weekend? Anything fun? Y'all coming to Belton?
Hey, Rusty. I think we're going to the Orange and White game down at DKR where Longhorns defense scrimmages the offense. So that's about it. Back to you.
Right on, man. Well, have fun at the game. Let's go chat with Philip, AC5G, and see what he's up to this weekend. You coming to hang out in Belton at all, Philip?
Man, I really wish I was. Unfortunately, I still have yet to make a Hamfest, and it looks like I'm not going to make it this weekend. I've got work I've got to catch up on, so I can keep next weekend clear for the meeting and our test session. So you guys have fun up there in Belton, and bring back some cool stuff for us to play with. AC5G, back to net.
Right on, man. Yep, I think we're going to go up a little later than we thought and go peruse and see what all we can get our grubby hands on. Well, right on, man. Have a good weekend, and I'm looking forward to the club meeting and our first testing session as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for that, man, and I'm sure we will be in touch between then and now. Steve, KG5LAA and the number 3 spot. Steve, what you doing this weekend, man? You coming to Belton?
Thank you, Rusty. I'm in the same boat as Philip. I wish I could go, but I just can't. There's just too much stuff to do around the yard. Last weekend, my wife picked out a whole bunch of plants, and they've been sitting there waiting for me to plant them this weekend. So that's what's going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. So KG5LAA back to net.
Oh, man. Well, don't forget we have a farmer's market channel in the Discord now. So if you start to have a plethora of something that you need to get rid of, you can try to hawk your wares over there. And also take pictures. Let us see what you're up to, what you're growing. Next on the list is Bill, W5ITZ. Bill, are y'all coming out to Belton? Anything fun going on for the weekend?
Now we're going to pass on Belton, Rusty. We hit the Greater Houston Hamfest pretty hard. And tomorrow is our regular scheduled breakfast gathering for Crossroads. And we're following that with the test session. So we've got someone coming in for technician and 2 club members. One is testing to upgrade to general, and one's testing to upgrade to extra. So we're real excited and wish all of those guys good luck tomorrow. W5ITZ, back to net.
So you just made me look. I had to go pull up my exam tools. We have 6 people signed up for our first class. 4 of them are members that have call signs. We have 2 people that are just brand new that are going to get their license. And let's see, we've got 1 going for an extra, and the rest of them looks like they're going for their general, maybe their extra as well. And I'm looking forward to it. So thank you again for helping us get that set up and running, and all of your input on that. It was wonderful, man. Like, you pointed us in a great direction. So can't wait to put that in. And speak of the devil, we got Scott, KI5OBD. Scott is one of those that's coming to test with us. Scott, what are you doing over the weekend, man? You gonna get to sneak out to Belton?
Howdy, Rusty. Howdy, everybody on the net. I wish I could make it. I'm going to have to miss Belton this year. You know, there was ham activity last weekend. I got ham activities next weekend, and so I figured I better focus on family and home this weekend. We got a hockey game to go to tomorrow night, and plus, I'm too busy replacing household appliances to spend money on fun things lately. Been in this house 6 years, but in the last 2 years, I've replaced almost everything in this house, from the air conditioner to the washer and dryer to the, you name it. And now it's time for a new refrigerator. So, no money for toys this weekend. So, y'all have fun at Belton. I'll miss you guys, and we'll see you next weekend at the meeting. KI5OBD, back to net.
And finally, you can quit studying. You can release your brain from all the extra material, and you will be officially an extra. Right on, man. Have a good weekend. And, when it rains, it pours. It seems like that's just kind of the way it goes. Good luck on the new fridge. Get the one that, you can, it'll send you pictures of inside your fridge. So when you're at H-E-B and just be like, how much milk do I have? And it'll text you. It'll be... It'll build your list for you. It's like you're out of M&Ms. We know that you really like M&Ms. All right, next on the list is Ashley. Congratulations, Ashley, on spot number 6, and Gerardo is spot number 7. They are both receive only. Next on the list is Joey, KI5DDO. He is receive only as well. So congratulations to the 3 of them. Next on the list that I know I can talk to is Sky, N5LX. Sky is in the number 9 spot. He got, 1,069 points. Sky, are we doing a Sky Fox this weekend? Are you coming to Belton? Anything fun and exciting happening?
This is N5LX. We could put it up for a vote. I mean, I could deploy a Fox in the morning, or I was kind of planning on doing one next weekend, although it looks like there might be a little bit of rain in the forecast. What do you think?
I am going to leave that up to you. I am doing Belton in the morning, and then I have a birthday party tomorrow night, and then I have a friend coming to hang out, for Saturday night, and then I have something else. What am I doing on Sunday? So I'm like, man, my weekend's pretty booked, so I'm not going to be able to go. But if you want Sky to do a fox hunt, go put it in the fox hunt channel on Discord. Otherwise, it'll be next weekend. Well, all right, man. Have a good weekend, and see if anybody wants to do a fox. I'm sure somebody's always down. Next on the list is Laura, KI5OLG. Laura's out in Alvin, Texas. Laura, what are you doing this weekend? Are you doing the breakfast?
Hello, no, I'm not doing the breakfast. It's just too far away for me to walk. Don't have transportation yet. But we're working on a few weeds, so hopefully by the next time I'll be able to make it there. Wish I could go to Belton, but again, no transportation. But maybe I might be able to make the Texas City one in July. So anyway, nice quiet weekend for us. So I wish all you guys to have a great weekend, and those of you traveling, stay safe and stay well. KI5OLG, handing it back to Net Control.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And that's where we are in the top 10. Congratulations to everybody that played tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see what we had a total of 27 people. And we're not done yet. If you haven't ever played before, we're going to elimination round. This is how we kick you out. This is how we tell you that we love you. We kick you out one question at a time. So we're going to move everybody into the elimination round. Here we go. This works the same way as the rest of the game. You got 15 seconds to answer the question. You don't need to be quick. You just need to be right, because the first time you're wrong, you are gone. That's why it's called the elimination round. So let's see how many people make it past question number 3. That's been pretty hard here recently. We'll get this started momentarily. We're going to let everybody take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be at the elimination round. Question number 1. All right, let's see how you do. Question number 1. In the 1980s, which band's tour writer famously specified no brown M&M candies backstage? Well, we lit up all the answers, which means we're going to be sending some people home. Let's see what 47% went with Van Halen. We got Bon Jovi coming in second, followed by Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses. So who specified no brown M&M candies backstage? It is Van Halen. Van Halen is it. We eliminated 11 people. We got 9 people hanging on, though. So let's say goodnight to Carson, KJ5AAN, John, Gerardo, and Gary, Randy, KJ5AFM, Tony, AJ5AGH, Joey, KI5DDO, Philip, AC5G, Holly, W5LUL, and Steve, KI5HWD. All right, we're down to 9 people, and we've got question number 2 coming up. Let's see how they do with this one. Mycology is the study of this. Well, somehow, everybody went for mushrooms. And that might be the correct answer. So here's what we're going to show you. Here are all the people that survived that question. These people may or may not have done copious amounts of mushrooms in college, or they might just be very smart. I don't know, one of the two, but these 9 people, if you need a mycologist, they might be able to hook you up. Question number 3, what breed of dog is this handsome fellow? Well, is it a Borzoi or a Vizsla? You can't really tell. Catahoula's coming in second. Nobody picked on the Doggo Argentino. I'm not impressed. I figured at least somebody would do that. The correct answer is the Borzo, or Borzoi, or however you pronounce that, leaving us with 4 survivors and saying goodnight to Claude, KI5ZQE, Dave, KI5STT, Bill, W5ITZ, Steve, KG5LAA, and the Lazy Dog, K9LZY. All right, we're down to Laura, Scott, Ashley, and Sky. Can they make it past question number 4? Here we go. Question number 4. Which of these circus performers is known as a funambulist? Or is that a funambulist? All right, it is a weird word. A funambulist, or a funambulist. All right, however you say it. This is where we're headed with our votes. Y'all think that whatever that is a fire eater. Tightrope walker and trapeze artist tied for second and third. Nobody picked a lion tamer. I guess there's nothing fun about being a lion tamer. So, the correct answer, is it any of these? It is the tightrope walker. And that was picked by Scott, KI5OBD. Way to go, Scott. We got to say goodnight to Sky, N5LX, Laura, KI5OLG, and Ashley as well. The big winner on the elimination round tonight, and the LED chair all the way from Kyle, Texas. It is Scott, KI5OBD. Way to go, man.
Well, that's where a little healthcare training comes into ambulatory means you can walk. So the ambulous part in there led me to the walking answer. I was paying attention every once in a while in class. KI5OBD.
It's amazing when some little trinket fries out of your brain and you're just like, son of a bitch, it worked. Like, it's just a magical feeling. No, I love it. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you had a good time hanging out with us tonight. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, how to become a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the cool things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play some door games. You can also find all the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, anything and everything you want to know about the TriviaNet can be found on the website. We got Belton tomorrow in like 3 hours. So make sure you get some sleep if possible. We may or may not have an N5LX fox hunt this weekend, but we definitely will have one next weekend. All the details, all the fun can be found on the web and the Discord. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend, be safe out there, and buy lots of fun stuff at Belton. We'll see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
Y'all from New Mexico, November 4, Mike India, been listening.
November 4, Mike India, David, and you got your buddy Blake down here. How are you, man?
Oh, doing all right. Just been doing a little reloading and hanging out at the house, so I hopped on Echolink to say hello and was listening to you guys. I wasn't able to get to a computer to play trivia with you, but maybe one of these days soon. Go ahead.
Very cool, man. Yeah, we'll have to get Blake in here to play as well, and y'all come hang out with us. We usually wrap it up right about now, right around 11. We've got Dune playing over in the video net, so we usually have either a movie or some crazy TV. I like, tractor pulls and moto racing and just kind of all kinds of random stuff. So you never really know what we're going to watch on the video until about 30 minutes before the net.
Well, you have a lot of fun out there. Our group is decidedly more tame and probably quite a bit more geriatric. So anyway, it's fun to see you cats having fun on radio out there. But anyway, I know you got some unlinking to do, but I wanted to say hello and tell you I was enjoying it from afar. So 73 from N4 MMI. Have a good one.
Right on, man. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. And, you're welcome here anytime. You can also connect in All-Star. We got lots of ways to get in and play. So, yeah, man, come hang out anytime. And, yes, I'm going to go see a man about a horse and go get 20 minutes of sleep before Belton starts. N4 MMI, WZ5BBS. Good to see you on here, David. We'll holler at you later.
Have a good one, Rusty. Take care. N4 MMI.